Alright guys, this is going to be an extremely special episode of The Russian Dude because I want to relive with you probably one of my worst days in my life. And the purpose of me making this video, besides just recording it in one take, no editing, almost no nothing like this, is just for me to talk with you like a friend. We're all friends here, right? And since it's Friday, let's pour each other some drinks, relax, and you're gonna listen to my story of something that people should never do and be careful about doing in the future, things like this. So just once again grab a drink, beer, whatever you're drinking, get comfortable, and just let's have a conversation heart to heart like friends, because I'm not just a person behind the computer screen, I'm an actual person in real life, believe it or not. So cheers guys, happy Friday if you're watching this on Friday, Wednesday or Thursday, happy day, hopefully you have a good day. And let's begin. So, this is the year 2018. Russian borders are still open. At that time I had a girlfriend who is now my wife. She was already in another country, I was still studying in America. And by the way, if you want to know why we are in completely different countries, just go ahead and watch some of my previous videos, and everything will start making complete sense. So once again, this is 2018, approximately Thanksgiving time, November, pretty much the same time as it is right now, just 5 years ago, right? And we are planning to go for the very first time to Russia. I wanted to show her my home country, which she obviously never seen before. So that's it, the tickets are bought, she has her tickets from her country, I have my tickets from Florida. We are set to go, if I'm not mistaken, on Thursday, which is exactly the Thanksgiving day of 2018. And everything is going good, we are super excited, everything is going according to the plan. And so a couple of days before this trip, like literally on Monday or Tuesday, I just decided to, for some reason, renew my US Florida driving license. I still had like 6 months or so, but I was like, well, I'm not that busy, I'm not doing anything that much anyways. So let's go ahead and renew my driving license. Nothing bad can happen, right? Oh boy, how mistaken I was, to say the least. So I go to this DMV, which is basically, if you're not American, DMV is a place where you update, renew your driving license. That's one of the things you can do inside. I approach the stand, I talk with the lady, nice lady, and for the very first time, since even whenever I was getting my Floridian driving license, they never asked for my Russian passport. I mean, why would you need a Russian passport to get American driving license? They never asked for it. But this time, they were like, so you're not American, right? You do not have green card, nothing like this. Can I see your national passport? I see you're from Russia, can I see your Russian passport? I'm like, okay, well, here it is. So she started doing things on her computer. Fast forward, a couple of minutes later, 5 minutes later, she's like, sorry, there is like some technical issues. Unfortunately, I cannot do it right now, so please come back after Thanksgiving. Please come back next Monday. I'm like, well, okay, my driving license is not expiring anytime soon, so thank you for your business. Unfortunately, I wasted my time, typical DMV stuff, right? But I just went to home and I'm like, okay, it's good thing is coming, I'm going to Russia with my girlfriend. This is the thing that I need to focus on, right? And then Tuesday I go to work, Wednesday I go to work, it's Wednesday night, I go on the website of the airline company, start checking in, selecting our seats, obviously next to each other, next to window. Let me know in the comments if you also like window seats. And that's it, Wednesday night, evening is over. Time to go home, it's approximately 4:50 p.m. I go home to finalize the packing. And I was like, okay, so let's do things first. Documents one place, clothes another place, and start packing. And I'm like, I don't see my passport. Where is it? At that time I was like kinda nervous, it's not in the usual place where it usually is. But I'm like, well, it's somewhere at home. It's like, it should be in the drawer, it should be in other documents. It's somewhere home, definitely. I spent like 15-20 minutes time looking for it, nothing. And I'm like, oh boy, we have a flight tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow. So, and I do not have my passport, everything is done, tickets are purchased. seats are taken, she's coming from another country, from her country, that's it, all nice and settled, she's done, it's just me left. And I'm like, it's 5:30 p.m, there is no passport. Start having panic attacks, and I'm like, okay, so where it could be? DMV. I was so lucky that I remembered about DMV. I put it on GPS. It's approximately 5:30, and it shows approximately, I think, 30 minutes, 25-30 minutes until this place. And I think it was closing at 6. So if I go right that minute, I will be just in time, very last minute until it's still open. I go inside the car, I start driving as fast as possible, but still within legal speed limits, obviously. And then it's 5 p.m, everyone goes back from work, it's Thanksgiving traffic, people buy presents, people go see their friends, preparations. Obviously it is traffic. I arrive at the place 6:05, 6:10 p.m, it's 5-10 minutes close already, but I was like, okay, maybe there's some cleaning lady, cleaning people, maybe there's someone inside who can open me so I can find my passport. It is closed. I park right next to it, not in the park, like right next to it. The thing is closed. I try the doors, they do not open. I see inside, like maybe once again there's somebody cleaning inside or anything like this. No one. Only 5 minutes ago they were open, now they're closed. Like how quick they leave work. And once again, not a single, like I just couldn't believe, not a single person was left behind. So yeah, that's the first part of the story. Just let me take a sip. I'm reliving these memories and I'm getting panic attacks and anxiety once again. And so yes, the thing that was making everything worse is that my girlfriend at that time, she obviously did not speak Russian, and she was going to Russia, meeting my parents who do not speak Russian, in a country that barely speaks English. So this was quite a problem. If I was not going with her, that was a very problematic, difficult time gonna be for her. Pretty much everything, since boarding the plane in the airport, in Russian airport, and then looking for my parents. Obviously she did not have the phone, SIM card connection or anything like this. So that was very big issue. So I start thinking, how can I try and open DMV, ask somebody, because I mean everything is closed. I start going around small local businesses, especially restaurants, because I was thinking there must be some DMV employees who go eat their lunch in one of these places, like Chinese food, Indian food, McDonald's, Subway, you name it. At least somebody, maybe there will be a regular customer, and they will know this DMV employee and they might contact him or her, ask to come back, open the doors for me really quick, I get my passport, everyone is happy. Zero results. Nobody knows, no one. In one place, okay, let's be honest, in one place one girl knew one of the guys, I think from the DMV, but she tried calling him, he did not pick up the phone, nothing like this. It was a moment of hope, nothing. I was like, okay, time to take some emergency steps. Call 911 basically, right? I call 911, explain my situation, tell where I'm located. They send the car. The policeman approaches, is like, okay, what's the problem? I explain him everything. He's like, well, unfortunately it's Thanksgiving and I'm just the policeman, I'm just paratrooper. I'm just state trooper, I'm just the policeman, like, unfortunately, sorry, I cannot help you. Try calling the phone number, you might see, like, sometimes they put this emergency contact information inside the buildings, in case after our help. Try call them, and I'm like, yeah, that's kinda a good idea, right? So I approach the building once again, look inside, yes. There is a paper, which says, in case of emergency, after hours, please call this number. But it is so far, I cannot see which number is this, which defeats the purpose of placing this piece of paper. I try to take picture with my phone, zoom in, and it's just so blurry, I still cannot see it. I try to look for where I can buy binoculars. everything is getting closed. Even Walmart, which is like almost 24/7 superstore, is getting closed, already closed. Somehow, I have no idea how, but I was able to find a small store with the shopping goods, with the like hunting goods, like rifles, I don't know, I'm in Florida, right? With the fishing rods, net, everything like this. And they did have binoculars in the store. I go to this place, go inside literally 30 seconds before it was supposed to close. So in this case, I was a little bit lucky. And I do buy binoculars, go back to DMV, look through binoculars. It's kind of complicated to see, but I see the phone number. So I dial it, and it is pretty much a regular phone number you can find online. Not emergency, no after-hours support. Basically, you call it and it says, "Welcome to DMV of Margate City. For driving licenses inquiries, press 1. For renewal of this, press 2, blah blah." So it is just absolutely regular phone number. Nothing related to emergency, nothing like this. And I wasted like 30 minutes trying to find binoculars and find this phone number. Oh, so yeah, this is the second part of the story. Next thing, I'm like, okay, where else can I go? This guy, policeman, also, besides, he was not with me this whole time, obviously, but besides calling emergency number, he also suggested go and try speak with Florida Highway Patrol, something like this. I'm like, how can they help? But I mean, at that time I did not have any other option, right? So I go to this place. It's closed, completely closed. It was like 20 minutes away. Like, it was completely pointless, basically. I wasted like 40 minutes for absolutely nothing. Zero results. And on my way back to DMV, which I was still hoping maybe, just maybe, somebody will come back and forget their keys or something, and they will try to go inside, and I'll be super lucky to meet them. On my way back, I decided to stop in the police station of this city. And I see some people hanging out in the parking lot. It was already like midnight. They were drinking, most likely, or they were already pre-gaming, a little bit drunk. This was once again the Thanksgiving Eve, the night before Thanksgiving. And so I'm speaking with them, I'm like blah blah blah, explaining my situation, can you please help me? And the guy's like, "Oh bro, you are in so much luck. You know, I do have you know what, you are absolutely so lucky, you have no idea. One of my best friends is the owner of the DMV," he says. "I can call him right now. He's gonna come. He's gonna open the door. And you're gonna get your passport. Don't worry. Today is your lucky day," he says. By the way, these people I met was the ex-mayor of the city, current mayor of the city, director of finance department, if I'm not mistaken, and like director of human resources, something like this. I'm like, that is absolutely incredible. I am getting my passport back, finally. So the guy tries to call his DMV owner friend. No response, no reply. Sends him a text message. I mean, it's midnight at that point, so quite understandable. He tries calling again and like, nothing, no pick up the phone. I kinda start losing hope once again. And the guy says once again, "Don't worry. It's midnight. Just go home. I will text him. I will call him in the morning and you'll get your I promise, I swear. You, young man, will get your passport back. Go home, sleep. Everything's gonna be good." I mean, at that time I was already exhausted. I mean, I did check one last time DMV, it was still closed, so yeah, at that time I had no other choice other than to go back home, hope for this call in the morning, because the idea was that yes, I receive a call in the morning. Hey, this is this. Come to DMV. I'll open to you right now. Pick up your passport and then we'll be on our ways. Happy Thanksgiving. I was so tired this night. I just literally passed out. Even though I was so anxious and stressful. I do wake up in the morning immediately after sleeping like 2-3 hours and waiting for the call. No call, nobody's calling, no text messages, no nothing. So I decide to call the original guy, the mayor of the city or ex-mayor, don't remember exactly. And I'm like, so where is your friend? Is he gonna call me or not? The guy picks up the phone with the hangover obviously and he's like, who is this? Oh, did we meet yesterday? I don't remember you, but I mean, yeah, like, what's your name once again? He's asking. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember now. So, yeah, don't worry, I will call my friend right now, don't worry, your passport's gonna be back, I promise. I hang up, I wait 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, no call. And I mean, yeah, I just started to also realize it is Thanksgiving. People celebrate, people don't care about work, they do not reply to emails, they do not answer the phone calls, especially if it's work related. And yeah, exactly, it's Thanksgiving. It's not like I can just go to DMV tomorrow or later today, get my passport and fly back. No, it's gonna be closed Thursday, it's gonna be closed Friday, it's gonna be closed Saturday, it's gonna be closed Sunday. And our flight to Russia is supposed to happen today, Thursday. So if I'm not getting my passport today, my girlfriend has to go alone and be alone in Russia for 4 days. I mean, yes, my parents will try to make it as hospitality, as welcoming as possible, but still. I wait for 30 minutes, the guy does not call back. I call back him once again and he's like, sorry man, it's Thanksgiving. I tried calling him several times, he just simply does not pick up the phone. So I did my best. Good luck. There's nothing else I can do. That's the end of the part 3. I do not give up. I go to fire station because I was thinking that maybe firefighters, they have like spare keys for the government buildings because DMV is like kind of government related. Because I mean, you know, in case there's a break-in, in case there's a fire, and firemen, they arrive to the place, and if it's closed, like, who's gonna open it? So I thought they might have a spare key or something. Or at least the device that can open the locked doors, right? So I see 2 firemen exercising, I approach them, explain the situation once again. They're like, I don't think we can help you, but let us call our fire chief. Maybe he can help you. So they call the fire chief. Guess what? The guy does not pick up the phone either. I mean, fire chief does not pick up the phone. I know that people celebrate Thanksgiving, but I don't think that you just put your phone on silence, put it in the drawer. I mean, you're the fire chief. What if something happens and you do not pick up your phone? Well, anyways, they said that unfortunately, sorry, nothing you can do, we can do. And yes, at that time, I gave up, unfortunately, completely. So I just go to the airport because my girlfriend had to make a stop in Miami before going to Russia. There was no direct flight from her country. I meet her, I explain everything, I apologize thousands of times. I ensure that my parents will welcome her and treat her like their own daughter, which they did. But unfortunately I will not be able to fly with you that time. So I do send her alone, and I'm absolutely impressed how she was able to go to Russia all by herself for the very first time, not knowing the language, so love you, Lila, so much, I love you. And she flies alone, yeah. My parents meet her eventually, they treat her well, they walk with her everywhere, my sister is translating, they show her around, she drinks vodka, she visits Red Square, She sees Lenin Mausoleum. Everything is so far so good. For me, at that point, I was like, okay, that's it. I missed my flight. There's nothing now I can do. DMV opens only on Monday, so let's just enjoy the weekend however I can. I had a hockey game with my friends on Sunday. Had some fun, scored some goals, right? And then Monday. I was obviously promising my girlfriend, my parents, that yes, I will be coming on Monday. That's it. I already even bought the plane ticket for Monday flight from New York to Moscow. And that's it. Even though at that time I did not have my even passport with me yet. I did all this on the assumption that this passport is inside DMV. Even though once again I did not know it 100%. So it's Monday. I wake up, still anxious, stressful, go to the DMV, approximately 5 minutes before it opens. There is a huge line around the block. Already, excuse me guys, there is already a huge line around the block 5 minutes before it opens. And so I am like going in front of the queue, in front of the line, and say, I'm just picking up my passport, I'm not doing anything inside. Nobody was arguing with me, all good. I go to the same station when I did my driving license renewal last Thursday, and I asked the girl, so I did my my driving license renewal, and I think I forgot my passport. Can you please check? The girl opens her drawer and says, sorry, there is no passport. I think I almost passed out at that time. I'm like, can you please double check? Can you check other drawers? Can you please check inside the printer or scanner? Because I think the girl was taking scans of she checked it, nothing. I asked her, can you please go around and ask her colleagues, maybe this girl, whenever she was leaving the office, she gave the passport to one of her friends and said, in case this guy comes back, here's his passport. This girl already looked very annoyed that I'm asking her to do this, even though this was after Thanksgiving break. She had 4 days of vacations, or 3. It was the DMV opened just 2 minutes ago. She was already bored, annoyed and tired of her life and her work, but at least she did it. So she walks around all the stations, starting from station 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, blah blah, all the way until 15. She checks every drawer for like 0.5 seconds, like opens, looks, closes, opens, looks, closes, opens, looks, closes. Not a proper search at all. It was frustrating, but at least she was doing something. So she checked all of them, no passport. Well, that's the situation. And I have a flight like in 3-4 hours. So I then asked her, do you have maybe a lost and found department? She said, yeah, please talk with my manager. She calls her manager, the guy approaches, I explain him the situation, and he's like, okay, let me check. He goes inside the room, comes back literally 15 seconds later, says, sorry, your passport is not there. And yeah, at that time, I almost passed out. I think this was only the second time in my life when I was about to actually pass out. And it did feel bad, to say the least. It was feeling really, really bad. Like, that's it. If I'm not coming, she will be alone, my girlfriend, alone in Russia for the next almost 2 weeks. I did promise her I'm coming. I did promise my parents I'm coming. She is already in Russia. We had trips planned to St. Petersburg, to different museums and everything. Everything was purchased, plane tickets, train tickets, hotels, everything. And there is no my passport. I asked the guy, once again from the Lost and Found, the manager guy, can you please check once again? This is a passport. This is pretty important document, to say the least. The guy goes in, checks again, 20 seconds later, he goes out and says, sorry, there is no your passport. Please now go away. We have other people waiting. You are disrupting our business operation. So that's it. I checked. There's no passport. I'm like, listen, I have a trip right now. 3-4 hours until my flight. My name is this and that. Starts with A, first name. Last name starts with D. Did you check, please, your folders? Because now in Lost and Found, they have these folders like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, according to the letters of the alphabet in case there are documents, and they put them so they can find them easier. I'm like, did you check all of them? Did you check specifically folders A and D? My first name, first letter, last name, first letter. He's like, yes, I did check everything. I'm like, okay, can I go with you? And we check together. No, excuse me, it is not allowed. You cannot go in there. And then I'm almost practically begging him, just please go ahead, go one last time, check it please again, check folders A and D. Guy does not reply anything, turns around, goes inside the room, 25-30 seconds later goes out. There is no passport. You have to go. You cannot be here anymore, he says. It is not here. How can you not understand? He starts to get angry. Once again, this is only Monday, 5 minutes after they opened. And DMV employees, the girl, the manager, they all look like they hate their life. They're miserable in their lives. They cannot do anything. They hate helping people. You just see how hateful, I don't know, these people are. So, yeah, this. But I was convinced that my passport is there. And I'm at that point almost begging, without not being on my knees. Obviously, that will be way too dramatic. Just go ahead. One last time. Please, if you want, just bring out these folders A and D. If I cannot go inside, just folders A and D. Go ahead, take them out. Or maybe, because I know in Russia we put in our passports first last name, and then we put first name. Unlike in America, in Canada, you put first name and then last name. So I'm like, please check the folder with D. Maybe because of this reason, maybe you put my passport in the D folder and you are checking folder A only, maybe. The guy says, how dare you, like I checked everything 3-4 times. Like, what, am I stupid? Am I blind? What, you don't trust me? I did check everything. I did still. Somehow, luckily, convinced him to go in. The guy turns around once again, doesn't say a word, goes inside the room, and then, like, 20-30 seconds later, he goes out, and there is my passport in his hand. There is my passport in his bag. This is the one. This passport is, he is holding it in his hand. And he starts apologizing. Sorry, I must have missed it. I did not see it. Like, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. At that point, I was like, in my head, screw you, man, to say the least. I'm trying not to be demonetized on YouTube for saying profanity and bad words, but I mean, you know what I mean. Just give me my passport back. I have a flight to catch. I did not have time for drama, for screaming, for conflict inside the DMV. Just give me my passport back. The guy like, yeah, please take it. I'm just so sorry. I don't know how I must have missed it. I mean, it's Monday, we just opened. I know I'm still sleepy. I'm not paying attention. I'm just apologizing so much. In my head, I just wanted to screw you, man. I got my passport. I'm out of here. You already know who you are. You already know what type of person you are. That's more than I can ask for. I have a flight to catch. I go outside with my passport. I put it inside the zip lock, whatever it's called, like zipper, the one that you can close actually. And I say to myself, I'm not gonna open it until I'm in the airport in the check-in station. Not gonna open it. I'm not gonna touch it. Every 2 minutes I check it if it's still there. That's it. I call my girlfriend, I call my parents, say passport is here, I'm going to the airport. I did arrive on time. I start checking in. Everything is good. I fly to New York to Moscow and everything. And that's pretty much it. Luckily, for me being so insistent, for me forcing this guy, even though he did not do his job even remotely what he was supposed. I was asking simple thing. Just check lost and found boxes. At least folders A and D. I'm assuming he only checked A because my first name starts with A. And I mean, if I was not that insistent, if I was not that, yeah, nothing else to say. I did go to Russia. The trip was 4 days short, but we did have the quality time of our lives. It was fun, we visited different cities, everything was good. And yeah, since then, every single time I'm traveling, in the airport, everywhere, I always, every 5-10 minutes, check if my passport is still there. It is extremely important document, to say the least. And it gives me this kind of anxiety every time I'm travel from now on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much guys for sitting with me through it. I have one last 2 sips to make. I don't know if you've been watching this whole time with me. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching. I forgot my do. What's up, investors? It's the Russian Dude. Please make a comment. What's up, the Russian Dude? If you made it all the way until the end of the video, and this is how I know that you're the real hardcore the Russian Dude viewers. Friends, not just friends. Friends. This is how I'll know that we are on the same page. And yeah, once again, the regular videos will be back soon. The video updates about the Russian-Ukrainian war. It was really nice catching up with you like this in this kind of video. I know not that many reached this point of the video, so once again I have to thank you so much for making it all the way until the end. And yeah, if there's any outcome, if there's any morale of the story out of my experience, is that guys, just keep your documents somewhere close to you, don't lose them. It is extremely important not to lose these documents, because if you lose them, it is already bad enough. But imagine if you lose them in the moment when you really need them. Like you have to go to another country or anything like this, and you have to have these documents. So just keep them close. It's not that much of a complicated thing to do. Even though, as you can see, I was not able to do it, and this caused me, yeah, one of the worst days. It might not seem like so bad, but for me, it was. I aged like 2-3 years over the weekend, not gonna lie. Just, yeah, be careful guys, take care, thanks so much for watching, and see you on Friday for another special episode. That's the Russian Dude. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this style of videos. Peace. What else can I say? Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for your support. Bye.